No, 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 no.
Egypt is a land of rich history that captivates the world to this day with its remarkable archaeological treasures. From the Pyramid of Giza to the River Nile, the country holds countless wonders revealing the beauty of ancient civilizations. However, there lies a darker side, a world of mysteries and eerie discoveries that have left experts and explorers wondering, what even was that? Sit tight and join us in these discoveries in Egypt that shock the entire world. Cave Ghost. Why do people always explore sketchy places after dark? This person was casually walking when he felt something strange was going on. He thought better safe than sorry and took out his phone to record what was following him. But the recorded footage was disturbing to say the least. A human-like figure fully covered in white was beckoning him back to its place. From the video, it is clear that this spooky creature has no legs and most probably no bones at all. It is seen strolling some time at the abandoned cave waiting for someone, and then disappears into the walls. Was it a ghost or any other creature unknown to man? What do you think? Mummified child sacrifice. Unfortunately, this mummy was once a happy girl who lived her life to full. The mummy, known as the Tied-Up Maiden, is part of a collection of 3 remarkably preserved child mummies. These souls are believed to have been ritually sacrificed alive during a ceremony about 500 years ago. The mummies still look so original that some might mistake it to be alive. What makes this mummy chilling is how she was prepared for her sacrificial death. The young girl, around 15 years of age, was found wrapped in many layers of finely woven linen and arranged in a seated position. Her limbs were tightly bound, and her face was covered by a mask. This tight binding is believed to have been to immobilize the girl and prevent her from struggling or resisting her fate. And shocked is an understatement to describe the response of the world. Egyptian witch. Every mythology and folklore mentions a witch in its history. Is that a fictional character or a real-life witch? To find answers to this question, a man from Egypt decided to explore this infamous cave to visit an ancient witch, but he found nothing inside the cave leading to the witch. But on his return, he stumbled upon something totally strange. The camera footage shows a mysterious creature cloaked in black staring at him. What's this witch he was looking for? What do you think? The witch was covered head to toe in black without an inch of skin out and was trying to threaten the man with a stick made of a human skull. Following this staring contest, the man decided to take a step forward to know more about this mysterious creature. But realizing he was following her, the witch returned to the dark cave and continued to hold her wand against him. What a weird and bizarre thing to come across. Seti I. This mummy lying at the National Museum of Egypt has gained much attention due to its popularity. Seti I is the father of Ramses I. Both father and son were great pharaohs of Egypt and led the country to abundance. But what makes the mummy of Seti stand out is the perfection of embalming done in the body. In that body. Most mummies are seen intact, but only a handful come out perfectly preserved like this mummy. The face, hands, and body are mummified with such accuracy that even after all these years we can reconstruct the face of this great pharaoh. Tied-Up Mummy. This mummy found in a 6-foot pit of a mountain tells a disturbing tale. Was it a criminal or a victim of cruelty? The world doesn't know yet. This mummy is 1,800 years old, and what is disturbing is that even after all these years, no major damage has been done to the strange ropes used for tying up. The man is seen to be in a fetal position with both hands covering his face. Although we don't know the exact whereabouts of this person, researchers claim that this is a middle-aged man who met his sudden death. Experts claim this position is one of the burial methods where the body can stay intact for a long time, so we don't know whether he is a victim of cruelty or a noble man who was buried according to custom. What do you think? Gowned Man. What you see here is a detention center made for criminals in ancient days. This video was recorded by a group of people who decided to take a stroll along its remains, and boy wasn't that a bad idea. At first, it was an exploration trip to the ancient Egyptian remains, but after a while, from the inner caverns of the cave, strange noises were coming out. The group agreed this was weird, but before they could do anything, something popped out in front of them. It was a human-like figure, fully cloaked in white. As the team was stuck without a way forward, this strange creature started to walk towards them. Clutched by the aura of fear, these people ran out of the cave for their lives. What do you think this was? A criminal ghost or some unexplainable phenomenon of nature? Let us know in the comments. Mummified babies. Within the tomb of the famous pharaoh Tutankhamun, a startling discovery was made: the presence of mummified fetuses. These tiny mummies were found in two separate coffins located within the burial chamber of the young king. The first coffin contained the remains of two small mummified fetuses. They are believed to be twin girls. They were carefully wrapped in linen bandages and decorated with intricate jewelry. The second coffin had the mummified remains of a single fetus, believed to be a girl as well. All three fetuses were thought to have been around 5 to 7 months in the uterus at the times of their death. The presence of these mummified babies within Tutankhamun's tomb has puzzled Egyptologists. While some claim they are stillborn children of King Tut, others point to the fact that he died at the young age of 19. What do you think? Exploding pool. Imagine walking through the Egyptian deserts and coming across a pool ready to burst. This may look like the beginning of a horror movie, but is actually a pool of oil. The high temperatures of the desert have left the oil bubbling non-stop, and from afar, it looks like someone trying to escape from the underworld. Mummified toads. Without a doubt, this is one of the weirdest things I have come across. While digging an Egyptian burial site in search of mummies, this man came across a delicate piece of pottery. Normally, this kind of jar presents the organs of the mummy beside it, taken out during the mummification process. But this time, there were no organs. Instead, the jar had 8 toads. About 4,000 years ago, the Egyptians decided to mummify toads and bury them for reasons unknown to us yet. And on top of that, these toads were all headless. What does that mean? Are beheaded toads a way to the afterlife, or is it a secret ritual? What do you think? Underwater mysteries. The mysteries of Egypt do not end in pyramids or the Nile River. In Egyptian seas, too, weird structures are discovered often. This time, it was the remains of a 2,200-year-old shipwreck. The ship is believed to have crashed into giant blocks of a city temple that has already been sunken. While exploring the Great Pyramids of Giza, one researcher stumbled upon a horrifying scene, which our nightmares are made up of. While going down a ladder, he felt it shaking for no reason, but when looking down, what waited for him was a wolf-like figure with giant horns. He thought fast and ran as fast as he could in fear of his life. The tunnel was later filled up with sand so that no similar encounter should happen in the future. Have you heard of a creature like this? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys soon.